Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s or even 80s still walk briskly, stay mentally sharp, and radiate a youthful, vibrant energies if they were just in their early 50s? Is there a hidden secret most of us are overlooking, one that's actually sitting right inside our kitchens? The truth is, once we pass age 60, subtle changes in the body begin to show themselves more clearly. Memory might fade, digestion slows, the heart doesn't beat with the same strength, fatigue becomes more frequent, and aches begin to settle into the joints. Many people accept this as inevitable. But aging doesn't have to be something we simply endure. It's something we can actively influence, even reverse in some areas. And here's what might surprise you. Some of the most powerful solutions don't come in a pill, they come from your plate. You don't need exotic superfoods or complex diets. In fact, by choosing specific fruits, you can begin to reshape how your body ages right from the inside out. Modern science shows that certain fruits have a remarkable impact on the nervous system, cardiovascular function, digestion, and immunity, your core pillars of senior health. And when you nourish your body the right way, your mental health follows. If you think more clearly, feel more emotionally balanced, and live each day with greater ease and confidence. So if you're taking care of yourself or an aging loved one, what you're about to hear might completely change the way you approach daily eating. Stick with this video until the end, because I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful fruits that health experts are calling natural aging defenders. These fruits can support brain function, strengthen your heart, enhance digestion, reduce inflammation, and supercharge your immune defenses. And no, you don't have to do everything at once. Just grab a pen, jot down a few key takeaways, and try adding 1 or 2 changes at a time. You'll likely start to notice a real difference in just a few short weeks. Let's begin this journey of inner renewal by unlocking the true healing power of everyday foods. You might never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. So here's a question that often surprises my patients. Can a handful of berries each morning really help you remember your granddaughter's birthday or stay sharp during a friendly game of cards? The answer, backed by emerging neuroscience, is a strong yes, and the hero of this transformation, the humble blueberry. Building on what we just explored about how aging affects both body and mind, it's important to recognize that our brains are especially vulnerable to time. With every passing year, oxidative stress and silent inflammation slowly chip away at our ability to focus, process information, and retain memories. But there's a remarkable fruit sitting in your fridge that could help protect your most precious asset to your mind. Blueberries aren't just a tasty topping on oatmeal. They're one of nature's most powerful neuroprotective foods. Their deep blue color comes from anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that actively combat the cellular stress responsible for age-related memory decline. What's fascinating is how these compounds not only protect brain cells but also enhance communication between them. In other words, they help your neurons talk better, resulting in improved mental clarity, sharper recall, and more stable mood. In my decades of working with older adults, I've seen remarkable changes when people begin adding blueberries to their daily diet. One patient, for example, a retired librarian in her late 70s, once told me she felt like her mental fog started to lift within just a few weeks of eating blueberries each morning. She wasn't imagining it. Clinical studies have shown that regular blueberry consumption improves working memory, processing speed, and even delays the onset of cognitive diseases like Alzheimer's. It's a simple step with profound neurological impact, but the benefits don't stop at cognition, because mental health and physical health are deeply intertwined. Protecting the brain also influences emotional well-being. Older adults who nourish their brains with antioxidant-rich foods tend to report feeling more connected, less anxious, and more emotionally resilient. And in a time of life where connection often replaces ambition as the source of meaning, that emotional clarity is invaluable. The good news, making blueberries part of your life is refreshingly easy. Whether stirred into yogurt, blended into a morning smoothie, sprinkled over oatmeal, or simply enjoyed by the handful, the key is consistency. Daily intake of just a small portion can help reinforce mental clarity over time. You don't need perfection, you just need repetition. So the next time you shop for groceries, think of blueberries not as a snack, but as a daily ritual to protect your independence, your conversations, your sense of self. Because remembering the name of an old friend, finishing a thought without frustration, or recalling where you placed your keys isn't just about memory, it's about dignity. And while blueberries stand as a powerful ally for the mind, the heart also plays a central role in how well we age. That's why next we'll uncover the incredible ways avocado supports circulation and cardiovascular health, because a strong mind needs a strong heart to carry it through life's most meaningful years. 2. If your brain is the command center of your life, then your heart is the engine that powers it. But here's a question worth asking. What if the way you adjure energy, mobility, even your emotional clarity had as much to do with blood flow as it does with memory? As we explored earlier, blueberries play a powerful role in preserving mental sharpness. But the story doesn't end with the brain. For your mind to thrive, your heart and blood vessels must be working in harmony, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every corner of your body, including your brain. And there's one creamy green fruit that quietly supports this entire system from the inside out: the avocado. Avocados are often praised for their rich, buttery texture, but beneath that indulgent surface lies one of the most heart-supportive foods nature has to offer. Especially for older adults, maintaining cardiovascular health is not optional, it's foundational. And that's where the avocado shines. What makes avocados so uniquely powerful is their perfect balance of heart-protective nutrients. They're packed with monounsaturated fats, which help lower harmful LDL cholesterol while increasing HDL type your heart needs to function well. Add in generous doses of potassium and fiber, and you have a fruit that actively supports smoother blood flow, more flexible arteries, and a calmer, more stable blood pressure profile. That's not just theory, it's biochemistry at work. Every time you take a bite, poor circulation doesn't just affect your blood tests. It impacts your quality of life. Cold hands and feet, slow wound healing, fatigue, even brain fog can all trace back to restricted blood flow. But when you improve circulation through foods like avocado, everything shifts. Your energy increases, your limbs stay warm and active, and your mind remains more alert. And let's not forget, potassium in avocados helps regulate sodium in the body, which directly reduces the risk of high blood pressure and stroke, two of the biggest threats to seniors today. I remember a man named George, 74, who came to me after years of struggling with high blood pressure. He'd been on medications for a long time, but he still felt exhausted and frustrated. His cardiologist suggested dietary support not to replace his medications, but to reinforce their effect. So George began replacing his processed bread with whole grain toast topped with avocado. It seemed like a small shift, but within a few weeks, his numbers began to improve. His doctor was surprised. George, more importantly, was thrilled. He had more energy to enjoy his morning walks again. His outlook became lighter, more hopeful. That's the ripple effect of better circulation. And the best part, avocados are incredibly easy to incorporate. Spread them on toast, slice into a salad, blend into a smoothie, or simply enjoy with a spoon and a dash of salt. No complicated prep, no bland health food vibe. Just nourishing, flavorful fuel that works in your favor, even for seniors who prefer simplicity in the kitchen. Avocados offer a low-food, high-impact solution. At this stage of life, every bite matters, and avocados give you more than just healthy fats. They give you power. Power to walk farther, breathe deeper, think clearer, and most importantly, feel alive. That's why I call avocado not just a fruit but a daily essential. And as we continue this journey, let's turn our attention to a fruit that's visually striking and biologically remarkable. Up next is the ruby red pomegranate, a fruit that doesn't just support circulation, it ignites it. You won't want to miss what it can do for your vitality and youthful energy in the years ahead. 3. Let me ask you something you may have never considered. What if one of the most powerful ways to feel younger, move better, and think clearer had nothing to do with pills but everything to do with your blood flow? In our last section, we explored how avocados support your heart and circulation. But now, we turn to a fruit that has captured the attention of scientists and ancient cultures alike, a fruit once seen as a symbol of life itself. The pomegranate, with its jewel-like seeds and vibrant red hue. The pomegranate is more than a beautiful snack, it's a powerhouse of circulation and anti-aging benefits. As we grow older, one of the most silent yet dangerous shifts in our body is a slowdown in blood flow. Arteries stiffen, oxidative stress builds, and the result: fatigue, slower healing, joint stiffness, brain fog, and yes, accelerated aging. But pomegranate helps reverse this story from the inside out. Rich in potent polyphenols and antioxidants, pomegranate actively supports healthy arteries by relaxing blood vessels, improving circulation, and neutralizing free radicals that damage tissue and speed up cellular aging. This isn't wishful thinking, it's been observed in clinical studies and real-world experiences. One of my longtime patients, Dorothy, age 80, had long accepted stiff joints and daily fatigue as the price of aging. Even walking down her driveway left her winded, and her hands ached while doing simple chores. That was until she came across an article about pomegranates and decided to give it a try. Just one small glass of pure pomegranate juice every morning. Within weeks, she noticed subtle but significant changes: less joint stiffness, smoother movement, and more energy throughout the day. Soon, Dorothy was walking daily again, this time, not from obligation, but from joy. Her quality of life didn't just improve, it transformed, and the only change: simple fruit. That's the beauty of pomegranate, it's easy to incorporate, and the rewards are lasting. You can eat the ruby red arrows as a snack, sprinkle them over yogurt or salads, or blend them into smoothies for a sweet, tart burst of flavor. And when fresh pomegranates aren't available, 100% pure juice with no added sugar is a wonderful alternative. The real key here is consistency. Regular intake helps your body harness the full anti-inflammatory and circulatory power of this incredible fruit. What's most exciting is how circulation and aging are so deeply connected, not just physically, but emotionally. When your blood is flowing well, your skin glows, your joints move freely, your brain stays alert, and your spirit feels lighter. There's a renewed sense of vitality that goes beyond the physical. It touches how you show up in your own life. So yes, pomegranates may be small, but they are mighty. They not only support strong, open arteries and oxygen-rich blood flow, they help keep your cells young, your movements graceful, and your mindset hopeful. And while pomegranate works wonders on your circulatory system, the next fruit in our journey offers powerful benefits for your gut and immune system to foundations of long-lasting health. Up next, let's explore the tropical strength of papaya and how it can support your digestion and defenses as you age. 4. Here's a question you might not have asked yourself lately. Could the key to smoother digestion, stronger immunity, and more energy after 60 be hiding inside a soft orange fruit you've probably overlooked at the grocery store? After discovering how pomegranate supports circulation and cellular health, it's only natural to turn our attention inward to the gut. Because the truth is, how well you age is often determined not just by what you eat, but by what your body can absorb. And that's where papaya quietly shines. Papaya may not have the popularity of blueberries or the elegance of pomegranate, but don't let its humble look fool you. This tropical fruit holds immense power, especially for older adults facing sluggish digestion, bloating, and nutrient deficiencies. Rich in vitamin C, folate, fiber, and most notably papain, naturally occurring enzyme, papaya actively supports the breakdown of proteins and promotes smoother, more efficient digestion. You see, as we age, our digestive system doesn't always keep up. Meals that once felt fine now leave us feeling heavy or uncomfortable. That sluggishness can interfere with nutrient absorption, energy levels, and even immune resilience. But papaya acts like a natural digestive aid, soothing the gut lining, enhancing enzymatic activity, and helping the body extract more value from the food you already eat. I've had many patients tell me that simply adding papaya after lunch or dinner gave them a noticeable boost not only in how they digest, but in how they feel. Take Margaret, a 76-year-old retiree who had struggled for years with bloating and afternoon fatigue. Despite trying several remedies and over-the-counter products, nothing brought lasting relief. That changed when she began eating a small bowl of ripe papaya daily. Within just a few weeks, she reported easier digestion, less bloating, and more the sustained energy into the evening. That same winter, while friends around her caught seasonal colds, Margaret remained strong and clear-headed. A simple change transformed not only her gut but her vitality. Papaya is also a true immune booster. Just one serving offers well over 100% of your daily recommended vitamin C, a key nutrient for immune defense. For seniors, whose immune systems may not respond as robustly as before, that extra reinforcement can make all the difference. Plus, papaya contains beta-carotene and lycopene, antioxidants that help calm chronic inflammation and protect cells from the wear and tear of aging. Incorporating papaya is simple and delicious. Eat it fresh on its own, blend it into smoothies, or add it to fruit salads for a tropical twist. Its soft texture makes it especially suitable for older adults with sensitive digestion or dental issues. And because it's so naturally sweet and low in acidity, it's a gentle yet effective addition to almost any meal routine. The beauty of papaya lies not just in its flavor, but in its function. It helps you feel lighter, think clearer, and bounce back faster, all without any harsh supplements or complicated routines. And while gut health is foundational, it's only one pillar of aging gracefully. The next fruit in our journey is deceptively ordinary but packs a powerful punch when it comes to managing inflammation and supporting stable blood sugar. Let's take a closer look at the quiet strength of the everyday apple and how it may hold the secret to long-lasting balance in body and mind. 5. Let me ask you a simple but surprising question. What if one of the most powerful anti-aging tools wasn't exotic or expensive but sitting quietly in your fruit bowl right now? After exploring papaya's impact on digestion and immunity, we now move to a fruit that's so familiar, it's often overlooked, yet its benefits are anything but ordinary. The humble apple is one of the most underestimated nutritional powerhouses when it comes to aging with strength and balance. As we grow older, chronic inflammation and blood sugar spikes can quietly chip away at our vitality, affecting our joints, our energy, and even our memory. But apples, rich in soluble fiber, polyphenols, and potent antioxidants, step in as silent protectors. One of their greatest assets is pectin, a special type of fiber that slows down digestion, helps stabilize blood sugar levels after meals, and nourishes the beneficial bacteria in your gut. And as we've already explored, gut health is deeply tied to both immune strength and mental clarity, but the benefits go even deeper. Inflammation is now widely recognized as the root cause behind many age-related diseases, arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. The antioxidants in apples help neutralize free radicals and stable molecules that damage cells and drive inflammation throughout the body. By enjoying apples regularly, older adults may experience fewer joint aches, better mobility, and a lower risk of chronic illnesses over time. And then there's the blood sugar connection, so critical for anyone managing type 2 diabetes or in the pre-diabetic range. Unlike sugary snacks or refined carbs that cause spikes and crashes, apples deliver a slow, steady release of energy. This not only helps regulate glucose, but keeps you feeling alert and emotionally balanced throughout the day. I recall working with Henry, an 82-year-old retired tennis coach. Despite his active lifestyle, he began experiencing morning stiffness and noticed his fasting blood sugar creeping into the pre-diabetic zone. Rather than jump straight to medication, he made one simple dietary switch, replacing his afternoon cookie with a crisp, fresh apple. It may sound too simple to matter, but over a few months, his blood sugar stabilized, his joints felt more fluid, and he even remarked how much more mentally focused he felt. One change, a big result. What makes apples so ideal is how easy they are to integrate into daily life. No peeling, no prep, just rinse and go. They're available year-round, travel-friendly, and pair well with protein like a spoon of nut butter for a balanced, satisfying snack. Their natural sweetness makes them a smart alternative to processed treats, while their fiber content supports digestion, blood sugar, and cardiovascular health all at once. For older adults looking for a practical, affordable, and delicious way to boost daily well-being, apples are a no-brainer. With their ability to reduce inflammation, regulate glucose, and support whole-body vitality, they've more than earned their place in a longevity-focused diet. And while we've now explored all 5 of these remarkable fruits, their true power lies not in occasional bites but in consistency. A daily apple, a handful of berries, a slice of avocado. It's the rhythm of small, intentional choices that shape how we age. So the real question becomes, what will you reach for tomorrow morning? As we wrap up this journey through 5 simple yet extraordinary fruits, one message stands out clearly. Small changes done consistently can shape a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. From the antioxidant-packed blueberries that protect your brain and memory, to the heart-loving avocados that boost circulation. From the ruby pomegranate that revitalizes blood flow and slows aging, to the tropical papaya that soothes your digestion and strengthens immunity. And finally, the everyday apple, your silent ally in fighting inflammation and balancing blood sugar. Each of these fruits brings its own unique strength, but together, they create a powerful foundation for resilience, energy, and graceful aging. You don't need a perfect routine or a complicated diet plan. You just need to start with one small habit, one piece of fruit, one choice made with intention. Add a few slices of apple to your lunch. Swap a sugary dessert for a bowl of papaya. Stir blueberries into your morning oatmeal. These aren't just snacks, they're investments in your future self. Aging well isn't about denying the years. It's about living them fully, physically strong, mentally sharp, and emotionally steady. And what you choose to put on your plate today has everything to do with how you'll feel tomorrow. If something you heard today inspired you, I'd love to know. Which fruit are you planning to add into your routine first? Drop your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your journey might inspire someone else to begin theirs. And if you found this video helpful, consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing, and turning on the bell so you don't miss more simple science-backed ways to support your health. No pressure, just an open invitation to stay connected. Thank you for watching, and here's to choosing health, one bite at a time.